here at Trey Lance. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Jets and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of great decisions out there. And got him to win.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mobley. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him at 32. Operating from the gun. Mobley. And the Jets pressure too much. It's down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He had 3 of those sacks last week, en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
From the
43, it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
9 yards. That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lance. Pass caught. It's Romeo Dobbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Lance now on first down. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 7.
At the Raiders' 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man, here's Foster. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Jets looking to throw it. And he's going to take it in for the Jets touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
If you're going to put a quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
To throw on second down, Mobley, and that's incomplete.
So many offense want to pull their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And now they're third down, throw incomplete as well.
Red man coverage and decided to test them early. They came up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And Lance going to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. They'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Running left, it's Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. And now they'll throw with Lance. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
And Lance now to throw. Looking outside, and he's got him in. That's Foster. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lance. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker. And his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Lance now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Jets at 10-6 now on the year. They're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
On third down, Mobley. That is caught. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mobley. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and held that one in right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Bradford there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The field goal team here is the Raiders will try for 3. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the third drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, let's get fired.
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just said there. Pick up the first down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 44-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught. This is a ball to Campbell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Going on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lance. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Mobley. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards running.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Looking to throw. Lance. And that one drops down incomplete. looking from the gun. Lance. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. The way in, touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, halfway to 100 now, a career touchdown number 50. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down. Mobley. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker. Because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And Lance's throw taken in by Ridley here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll find Hall, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. 14 seconds all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mobley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Las Vegas.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Mobley. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 5. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Off play action. Mobley. Oh, it stays up. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick throw there is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Looking for Ridley on the long run. He's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Paul again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mobley. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And Lance going to throw.
this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
It's 2nd and 8.
And Lance now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push him, I guess. He didn't like how some of the snaps were run over, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a play fake. Lance. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now here come the Raiders. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st down, Mobley. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 2.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Mobley. Here's Higgins out on the right side. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders first down.
Looking to throw. Mobley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Las Vegas.
Back to throw. Mobley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Mobley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Give to Hall running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Raiders' 49-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3rd and 2. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
On 1st and 10, Mobley over the middle. He's got Mayer. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Mobley. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw again. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. Touchdown, Raiders! Luke Farrell, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come over there, I'm going to tackle this guy. Now the fourth quarter, you come up and think about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ball again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. This is 2nd and 8. Oh, the option right is Lance. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At the 28-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough ring to put a hobby for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Mobley. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Throwing on 1st down, Mobley. The pass caught by Olave. Pass the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Mobley. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that was picked up by the offense. Well, here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, it was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Down to an goes Lance, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offense is spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Jets, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead.
Meanwhile, for the Raiders, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.